friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a really fun video on how to save you some money if you're a makeup artist. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I have my little list here on a bunch of places that I actually have a pro membership to. As I mentioned in other videos, I am a hair and makeup artist in Alabama. I mainly work with brides, and funny story is that I do not have a cosmetology license. I am self-taught. I've been working hair and makeup for weddings for almost 6 years now, and throughout this time I have found ways to save money on products because, girl, we all know this gets so expensive. So I just figured I'd share a little bit of the knowledge that I've found on how to save some money. So first of all, I just want to do a disclaimer that for these companies, not all of them you require a license, but you do have to be a legitimate working makeup artist. So you have to either be like I am in bridal or work special events or media, something like that. You don't have to have a license, but you do have to be legitimate in the fact that you work. Anyway, let's get right into it. For a lot of these companies, they do require you to send in credentials and some verification to verify that you are actually a working makeup artist. So for some of these companies, if you are licensed, you can just send in either your diploma or your certification of a makeup artist program if you completed that. I know some people have, or some schools have, I guess, week-long programs, or some programs that are like a month long that will actually certify you as a makeup artist. So if you do have that, then you're clear. A lot of times that's all they require you to send in. But for people like me who are self-taught, I had to send in a few things. So things I sent in for a bunch of these companies, pretty much all of these companies, are things like a screenshot of my website or the link to my website. I do have a website where I own my own domain name and that it is legit. You can contact me through there. That's how I book a lot of my brides. And I actually do contracts with my brides as well. So that is another form of documentation I was able to send in order to get approved for these companies. Some companies, they don't accept contracts anymore, and you have to send in things like a screenshot. Like I have an ad out through the knot.com for my brides. So I would send in a screenshot of the ad I took out, or I actually contract with a company in Birmingham called Glow. It's an app, it's an actual hair and makeup business and brand that I contract through, so I could send them documentation saying that I'm employed through them as well. I could also send in a publication. I've been published in magazines, and so you can send in your editorial page with your work and your name credited as an artist. So if you have anything like that, it should work in order to send into these companies so they can deem you as legit, since, you know, I guess you have to prove yourself if you don't have a degree or certificate or certification in makeup artistry. So the first company I'm going to talk about, and one that I have been using for years, I think we all have, and of course, is MAC Cosmetics. They offer a 40% discount to working makeup artists, and that is what I currently have. For them, I just sent in my, like I said, my screenshot from the knot.com. I had to send that in an editorial page. I wasn't published at that time, so I just sent in my screenshot from the knot and my website to prove that I'm a working makeup artist. So that's the first one, and they have great products, and then they are just a kind of staple for my kit. I have a bunch of their powders, their eyeshadow palettes. I've created a bunch of custom palettes with them. I use their lip products. Their lipsticks are amazing. Just MAC is a oldie but a goodie that everyone uses, so that's the first one. For the first two companies I'm going to mention, they're actually paid memberships. So for MAC, you do have to pay I think it was $25. I'll make sure of these prices and everything and list them down below, just because I don't know why I didn't look up that before. But anyway, so MAC, I'm pretty sure it was $25 for a year membership, or you could pay, I think it might be $35 for a year, and then $60 or $75 something. You could either do a 1 year or a 2 year membership, but with them that is paid. And so for the second company that is a paid membership is actually Morphe. Morphe is $25, I believe, apply for their membership, and it is a 20% discount. And for them, I did have to send in a screenshot of my website along with my bridal contracts and some editorial information for where I've been published online and in magazines. So they're great. Everyone loves Morphe brushes, of course. They are one of the biggest, one of the most overhyped brands on social media and YouTube right now. So, but they do offer a 20% discount, but it is paid. I don't order. I actually already had, before I even applied for the discount, I had most of the products I could ever need from Morphe, a ton of their brushes and their products and their palettes. So I haven't even used that. I haven't even used that discount yet, but pretty sure if they come out with any amazing products, I guess I'll have that to use. And so the following companies do not require, they don't require any money to apply, and they are free, and they are actually really amazing discounts for really amazing brands. And a lot of these actually shocked me, and a lot of them you can find in Sephora and Ulta online, of course, but I was really shocked at some of these. And the first one I was really shocked that they offered a pro discount is Urban Decay. Urban Decay offers a 40% discount. It's called the UD Pro program, and I, with them, again, my 2 credentials I had to send in, I think, were just my contracts and my website, and there you have it. I was in. So I get 40% off Urban Decay. I use their concealers, their I think it's All Nighter concealers. I don't even remember. Oh my gosh. But I use their concealers for my kit. I use a bunch of their, like, their eyeshadow primer is amazing for freelancing. I think their Eden Primer Potion is what I use the most. They come out with good products all the time. So Urban Decay, 40%, amazing. And so for the second brand, let's see, it's actually NARS. I get 30% off of them just because I am deemed as like the freelancer artist, I think, but you can go up to 40% if you work in editorial, film, anything like that. But again, they don't require it. They didn't require me to send in a license or anything, just my credentials, and they give me 30% off, so yay. For NARS, I use a lot of their blushes are amazing. Their liquid lips are great as well. They have some new concealers out that I like to use on my clients, and so they are phenomenal, and that's a pretty good discount for NARS, I would think. And the third brand that is free is Smashbox. Now, Smashbox has amazing products, and they actually, let's see, they offer a 30% discount for their program. So I get 30% off. I'm labeled as a freelancer. I think you might be able to get more with them as well. But Smashbox, they have amazing primers, like I said, amazing primers. Like, those are a staple for my kit for my brides, because like their photo finish primer, just the basic clear one, they're all different. They all have different purposes, but just their basic primer, I use that for all of my brides. It is a silicone based, but it really helps just the makeup to stay on all day, and it's amazing. And their liquid lips are so good. I love using those for my brides because they barely ever have to touch up, and they don't move once you apply them. So Smashbox is amazing. And for the next brand is Benefit. Girl, I was so excited when I found out Benefit had a pro discount, because they are phenomenal. They offer a 40% discount for freelance makeup artists like me, and that even applies to like their Halo bronzers, their blushes that they have, their brow products. Pretty much everything they have, Benefit is amazing. Like I said, the Halo bronzer, everyone uses that, and it is great for so many different skin tones, and that's one thing I've applied my discount to. So Benefit, get on that. So for the next category, there's 2 companies for brushes. The first one is my favorite brush brand of all time, Crown Brushes. They offer a 30% discount to artists, and they are the best. I don't know if you know this, but Morphe actually, in the very beginning, private labeled with Crown Brushes, so most of their products are the exact same as Morphe. I know I might get a bunch of heat for saying that. I don't even care, because I've used their products. I remember about 6 years ago, I purchased some Crown brushes off of Haute Look, and I guess they might actually still sell on Haute Look, but I purchased them 6 years ago. It was a whole little set that they had, and I still have those brushes today, and they held up so well, and I use them pretty much on every single client I have now, and they haven't lost shape, they don't shed a bunch because I do have natural hair and synthetic, but they are just phenomenal and they are amazing quality for their price. Oh my gosh. And another tip is that if you're actually not a makeup artist, you can actually join their loyalty program and receive 20% off just for giving them your email and joining their loyalty program. So Crown Brush is amazing. The price is right for them and their quality is just fantastic. So I definitely recommend those. And for the second brush brand is actually Sigma brushes. Who knew Sigma offered a pro makeup discount, but they do, and it's 30% as well. And everyone knows their brushes are amazing. Like I said, they're not as talked about anymore. I feel like now that Morphe's kind of taken over, but Sigma is really good and they do offer 30% off their brushes, which really helps because I think they're the same quality as Crown and Morphe, but they're just a little more expensive. But that discount will help if you really love Sigma brushes. And so for the last category I have is actually makeup stores, and both of these that I'm going to mention are located in LA, but they do have online stores because, girl, I'm all the way out in Alabama. I'm not going to LA anytime soon, so you can order offline, and it's really great because they have tons of brands. And so for the first one is actually Nigel Beauty Emporium in LA, and they have several brands like Makeup Forever. They have Hourglass there. Their discounts are anywhere from 10 to 40% off of hair and makeup products. So I do bridal hair as well. I do formal styling. I don't cut or color, but I obviously didn't go to school for that. But they gave me a discount since I do work in formal styling for my brides and for my other clients. I actually have discounts off a lot of hair products as well. And Nigel actually has living proof. I haven't checked on the discount of that yet, but as most people know, they're not located at a lot of the supply stores for hair and stuff, so it's pretty much impossible to get a discount off of them. So I'm going to check on that, and that's really the only place I could even think of to have living proof products. Anyway, this is for makeup artists mainly. And so Nigel, like I said, has Hourglass. They have Makeup Forever, Becca Cosmetics. It's 30 or 40% off Becca, and they just have a ton of products that are phenomenal and that you would never think that you can get a discount for. So Nigel, again, I use the 2 credentials contracts and I think my website, and I sent that in. And as for the second store, it's actually called NAIMIE'S, and that's in LA as well. And they have a ton of brands, anywhere from 10 to 40% off. And they actually have brands like Kat Von D, Stila, let's see what else they have. They have Smashbox too, and actually a little hack I found out. Smashbox on their website, I found that they don't discount their brushes, but at NAIMIE'S they do. So you can get 30% off their brushes at NAIMIE'S when you can't at Smashbox for some reason. I don't know. But they have a bunch of brands there and a bunch of hair brands too, like Bumble and Bubble. I get 30% off Bumble and Bubble, so I like to stock my kit with some bougie products because my clients deserve the best. So for hair as well, they do discount if you are a hair and makeup artist and you aren't licensed. And there are some other brands such as like Makeup Forever, It Cosmetics that have pro makeup artist programs, but stores like NAIMIE'S and Nigel sell those brands, so I haven't really bothered with those brands because I can get the discount through NAIMIE'S or Nigel. So yeah, that is all I have for this video. I hope it helps you out, and if you know of any other makeup pro artist programs that I didn't mention, girl, please hook me up and tell me in the comments because you know I'm all about saving money. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future content. I love you guys, and I just encourage you to go out and be the best you that you can be, because the world needs every bit of your unique talents and personality and all that you are. I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye. I can't talk right, y'all. I sound so country, it's insane. Yeah. that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I need help.